This room is reserved, off-worlder. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else. This room is reserved. I suggest you leave the room, off-worlder. I've got all the fans I need right here, so go space yourself.
How may I serve?
A lot of credits to be made around here, Link.
Wissom mogo dosi sheba dente school mostovi gite yamach, piktarishan, bram taban soju. Da come jusmak miki baranyetos. Yatuka wanrika chotin wani maurata wakata, kavadumpa, mo wendido chokeremi norta kunyun wish chawaka chuba. Sura.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have her watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Kawanabota Atagwa Kankadira, Utaka Alunji, Umaliba, Loga Chinota Harembe Wanachi, Drumpava Nakares Magre.
The rumor I've heard is that you don't fully agree with our queen and her supporters. If you aren't adverse to Queen Talia stepping down, we could use your help. It would be quite worth your while. I am a strong supporter of General Vakul. The Merchant Quarter is an important area, not only financially but strategically as well. It is one of the few districts that is directly connected to the Royal Palace. The Queen and her advisors are well aware of this and have ensured that the captains here are extremely loyal to her. This presents complications for Vaclu. If you could arrange for them to be removed from their command, you will be richly compensated. You can't attack them directly. The entire city would be after you if you assaulted their checkpoints. You may have to be subtle and patient. They don't have to be killed, just removed from command. There's Galisi at the starport. Riken commands from the turret tower, and Bastuco guards the entrance to the Skyramp. All loyal, and all need to be reassigned. He's the most junior of the captains. His superior, Captain Sulio, met with an accident. I believe you're familiar with that. Besides his strong loyalty to the Queen, I know next to nothing about him. He sometimes frequents the local cantina when he isn't at his post. He's been responsible for the merchant quarter for years. He's been chastised repetitively for his criticism of General Vaclu. His years of service won't protect him if he continues to subvert the chain of command. He has received several warnings. With a nudge, he just may get a dishonorable discharge. He's the most junior of the captains. His superior, Captain Sulio, met with an accident. I believe you're familiar with that. Besides his strong loyalty to the Queen, I know next to nothing about him. He sometimes frequents the local cantina when he isn't at his post. A true veteran, years of honorable service, completely dedicated to the Queen. Sadly, I think he's more on our side than the Queen's. But he's an old soldier that can't adapt to today's complex situation. Regardless of what the best interests of Onderon are, he won't swerve from executing the Queen's misguided decrees. Persuasion may be ineffective. Take this military security card. It can be used to slice into security terminals. Perhaps you will find solutions there. About what? For each task you complete, I am prepared to pay you 2,500 credits. Plus, you will earn the favor of some powerful people. We could make your job much easier here.
This woman works for Vaclu. The Queen is riddled with shortcomings and other faults. We should assist Vaclu instead. By helping Onda, we may convince Vaclu we need not be enemies.
You're that swoop biker, right? My friend says you should go pro.
I won't remain silent any longer. The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack our spaceships unprovoked. What next? An invasion? Perhaps they seek to conquer us. Will you stand idly by? Will you let them bomb our city? No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't do what the people so clearly want, then we must show her, with force!
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking you in. You've gone too far.
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up now and march to the palace! Our will cannot be denied! Sacrifices are inevitable.
That's right! Death to the Queen! Death to the rise! Grab arms! We will march!
Why are you joining in this? I prefer Vaclu over Talia. But this is hardly a task for a warrior. Shrewd. I hate to lower myself to joining this mob, but your plan may work.
You would fight with them? This is madness! We need reinforcements!
The Offworlder joins us! Let's fight these rats! The
You are...
We're gonna have to find another source of cheap fuel. Now the Peragus is gone. Back again, Offworlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets. Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Iziz.
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Iziz is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city.
Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders. About 50 years ago, by the end of it, stay out of trouble. Back again, off. We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the Starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. What else do you want to know about? Stay out of trouble.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi. I'm a checkpoint captain at the Merchant Quarter. If you're here for Juma Juice, it's not that good. But at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste we do. Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job. We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge and everybody's problems are mine. So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. Let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories out there. She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now. The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it, but someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient. They don't want to find the real murderer. Sulio was murdered, maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here. I really am torn. There are some days where I think I'm a fool to stay. I've gone over this so many times. I believe you. How can you know? Never mind that. I think it may be a good idea to turn in my notice. I appreciate the warning.
Mababe want to susitu mukarata. To aspectona tada be maba jokto. To relibo inturata sisi me burokra. Febko emareyam da wata situ insula raka raka chata. Tamaso kinchuda waka. Mababe want to susitu mukarata. To aspectona tada be maba jokto. To relibo inturata sisi. Febko emareyam da wata situ insula raka raka chat. Loka kamaran endoso ran we not. Mababe want to susitu mukarata. To aspectona tada be maba. Febko emareyam da wata situ insula raka raka chata. Tonoranda manak. Loka kamaran endoso ran we noche in Wamagro.
Malampro tarawanti casa samcha barda watasha kontia chama umbrata tiwas. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura tayaita ta bosanan ansata. Jone mulera, tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tanjanik mawimbok mungachino ta imbrei wanachike. Drumba bawa, kontichano. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Jone mulera, tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tanjanik mawimbo granda mi bilan. Kabadumpa munsuro kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kabadumpa munsuro kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Takometak playa justing miki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la kingo mulara. Puta grasa kisha. Kawana bota. Unta chiwita. Dahupa, osa kurata, go jujuto yoke. Hiata yam. Kawana bota. Yuta tanga kinamatura. Kabadumpa munsuro mulibrawa iberendia tia Vishnu Lungas.
This room is reserved. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Beckel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
You can't be the one that fooled those bounty hunters.
there's only some sort of crazed Wookiee could pull that off.
Do you have a visa yet? I'm still paying very well for it. Some unique items you won't get and I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on. Let's just say I'm one. That's all I want to talk. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars.
Kashoni crystals were warmed by a dying sun millennia ago. Only a handful were obtained before the sun went nova. Their power is rumored to be great.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One...
Good to see you again.
Welcome back. My deck is... Foul business, that is.
She did? Oh no, by the Four Moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. But the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pizak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Sulio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Sulio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junkie.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion.
have any work that needs to be done?
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the... no more.
Tonoranga Manakan. Loka Kama in Wamago.
Sinta tita kron. Doci pato non è noto?
Welcome back. Foul business, that is. That would be Behemoth's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead. Know him? That would be Behemoth.
Doverenicha, Yononashi Kavadumpe Masuraku, Popayi Botenya, Tachimurota Kamsa, Javaskobo Subjob, Rijiso Karvenoxo, Mochitosa Sagrindeo. Catch, Mizo.
Bosan Tamasukinga, Bosong Chinsun Mikaranga, Doma Jonga, to Esrectona to Insula Raka Rakacha. Insukre Masukun Ratungala, Merontono Junsa Raka Roto, Minsukun Raka. Insukre Masukun Ratungala, Merontono Junsa Raka Roto. Minsukun Rakawata, Poendo Ratamana Sobu. Krotono Ranga Manatandi Kroto, Mopiluna Walasichin Siwano Bosch. Nunchka. Miko Asatwaye Ringa.
Pasa Susho.
Welcome back. Foul business, that would be Behemoth's SOD-2. Who knows? When Dagon and I were waiting for... No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead. Know him?
Da wancha mori. Da hupa, go sakurata, go jujutu yoki. Hiata yunta chiwita in. Da wancha mori chiwa, mufalawan. Ichawa te crossi wisho toda si. Gavadumpa.
This room is... If you... That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. He might have even bought some. I know his... This room is reserved, off-worlder.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods? Entity Behemoth unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for those parts would be 20. Thank you for your...
Kif in the cantina could probably do something with this. We should head back.
Nita manta yung Lorda Wata no sangastika. Da wancha mori. Da hupa go sakurata go jujutu yoki. Hiata ya kawana bota.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm. Foul business, that. If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Ghent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other. You little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima, the bartender, can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. But there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime. So what? What matters is who was there first. An eyewitness said he came from his office almost immediately. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. You have a recording? And I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Ghent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Ghent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Ghent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat. If you head over to Dagon Ghent's office, some men will bring him there shortly.
Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I'd prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one. Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's Fall. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a Master there, I think I know who it is. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So it's line. I need those disks because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure. But Kel's gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. You take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.